So I believe everybody knows by now that Kevin Samuels has in fact been confirmed dead at the age of 56. This is a serious, serious situation that has happened. However, it has sparked multiple celebrations across every place you can think of that knows of Kevin Samuels. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit, even get into some of the comments that were made on my video yesterday, and some of the comments that are coming on from Twitter. All right, so let's get into it, guys.
It's Black Lounge Entertainment, and the time is right with T-Pre.
Grand Rising Loungers. I hope everybody is doing as great as me today. Okay. Shout out to all of you guys for coming in, tuning in, watching the show, and all of the support that I've been getting. Also, all the new subscribers that I got, even from yesterday, and all the controversy with the Kevin Samuels video. So it was a lot that happened yesterday. I did make a video on Kevin Samuels that got multiple views. And I actually received lots of comments on this. So I just like to go over a couple of the comments just to let you guys kind of see some of the comments that happened even in my comment section, and what people have been saying in regards to this. So one person who is, oh God, it's a dust bucket, said, if he is dead, I need to go book a spa day. Okay. And this was before we had actually realized that Kevin was in fact dead. Okay. Of course, I put the child, the eyes, and the popcorn up. Somebody else said that that was evil of the person. But then let's go ahead and go into another one. It says, a high value coffin pending. It said, oh my, I hadn't heard this. Let me go check, and you get back with us. Another person thought that he really wasn't dead and laughed about it. I actually said to that person, well, please prove it, because everyone else is saying that he is. And then there was other people that said that he was in fact dead. It was trending number 1 on Twitter. And first it was trending number 2. Shout out to Clark. And then it was trending number 1. Another person said, child, hope so. He ain't shit anyway. Low value and budget as fuck. Please be dead. One less fool spreading BS. Black love matters. Another person said, and this was the one that this one said, everyone is perpetually reporting on hearsay. I won't spread this further until there is confirmation. Just throw the word allegedly in the mix and it's copacetic. Yeah, well, he is dead. So, and shout out to Sometimes. She said, I don't know if I believe he was with a woman. A lot of people said that. There's a lot of various people coming around saying they don't know what's going on. Maybe it was a love triangle. A Black Girl Magic said it wasn't a triangle and laughed. There was lots and lots of interesting conversation yesterday in regards to this. Other people felt some type of way. And then there was this one person, and I want to bring up this comment. I'm trying to look for, oh yeah, here it is. Mr. Average says, people that are happy someone has died have lost touch with basic morals. No matter how much he said women can prove, no matter how much he said women can prove him wrong, hardly any did. But to few heartless humans in the comments, I hope you're lonely and lonely for a long time. You might get humbled back to reality one day. Pure narcissism is a comet dancing on a grave. So I'd like to talk about that comment for a second. And shout out to Mr. Average. I mean, I'm not, in any way against that comment. I actually said I can agree with you on that, but we're going to go ahead and keep the hot tea over here. And then another person responded to him and said, that's nice. Maybe if he practiced what you preach, he wouldn't be dead. And then shrugs. And then another person said that he died alone, like David Carroll, karma. So let's talk and just kind of expand on Mr. Average's comment real quick. And again, shout out to him. Truly appreciate you tuning in and also taking the time to comment. So what I think he meant by that, and there was seems to be a lot of men that are saying this. Shout out to Flacco. I saw Flacco make a video last night. We all know in this sector, Flacco loves Kevin Samuels. It just is what it is. Um, and a lot of manosphere men and men who make content in the manosphere have utmost respect for Kevin Samuels. Other women also have the utmost respect for Kevin Samuels. But there are a lot of women who have been celebrating this man's death, like literally celebrating his death. I'm not sure if like I'm kind of on the fence about it, okay? And I'll say why. I did agree with some things that Kevin did and some things that Kevin said. I wasn't completely against Kevin Samuels about everything that he said. A lot of things that he said were concerning our health, concerning our well-being, and it might have come off harsh. He may have come off, pretty controversial in many ways. A lot of times he may have hurt a lot of feelings. And yeah, he did come off and even at times sounding anti-black woman. But I think he was really, I don't know, I think a lot of it was for shock value also. These are ways that you go viral. These are ways that you catch the attention of the masses is by doing certain things that will spark a shock value in the situation. So I think he did a lot of things for that. Also, I think that he definitely used some harsh tones when it came to Black women. And he tended to always have some type of something to say about Black women. Very rarely did I hear Kevin speak on Black men. But I did hear him speak on Black men before, but it's very rare. I've always heard him speaking and saying something about how Black women need to improve and what Black women need to improve. And I don't know if he was always right about everything. I don't think he was always right about everything. I think some things were watered down. I think a lot of things he said, like I said, were for shock value, to kind of spark people just talking about him. This was just something Kevin did. He always did specific things to go viral. And he did it a lot. And he taught other people to do this too. He showed other people how, if you're trying to go viral all of a sudden and your people aren't talking about you, money's not flowing the way that it was. Here, let's have this conversation and let me teach you how to do this. This is the reason why Joe Budden came out a few months ago and was saying that he was gay and all this stuff, because he had a conversation with Kevin Samuels. Okay. And Kevin let him know, like, yo, bro, go viral. Even if it's not, something that, even if it's controversial, the more controversial it is that you say, the more viral you will be. And that shit worked. People were talking about Joe Budden like crazy. Okay. So Kevin was an image consultant, and he definitely did and said a lot of controversial things. And, that's just what it is. So I'm on the fence about whether people should celebrate it or not. I don't think his death should be celebrated. I really don't. I don't think anybody's death should be celebrated per se, depending on what the severity is of the situation and what happened. I don't know if we should celebrate the death, but I do think that it's worth thinking about, okay, when it comes to why people are reacting the way that they are. Now, as we know, the Black woman is always one of the most scrutinized beings on the planet, okay? Every single thing we do is under question. Every single thing we do, every move we make, somebody is always going to have something to say, no matter what's going on, okay? So that's number one. But are Black women overreacting to this situation? I really honestly can't say that Black women are overreacting to this. I really think that these are, because Black women are still human beings, okay? We still have feelings. We still have emotions, and we're expected to never feel anything, never have anything to say. If we speak up, how dare we? More people are, I think, offended that Black women are just speaking up, and that Black women appear to have, quote unquote, won in this situation, okay? Where it's just the irony of what this man has been saying to Black women. He said just the night before his death, like at 12 hours or so before he actually died, that Black women, the modern Black woman is going to be alone, is a party of one. And he turned around and died alone. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, like, he wasn't a married man. He wasn't in, all these situations that he claims women need to get themselves together over. This is the second time the manosphere has lost a person in the manosphere that has had that type of rhetoric and died by themselves. One of the most controversial manosphere men just recently died a few months ago. He had so much hatred. Now, I don't think Kevin was on that level, okay? But that man had so much hatred for Black women, it was disgusting. He died talking trash about Black women. It was disgusting. And then for Kevin to turn around and die, I mean, this is crazy. It's definitely changed the scope of the manosphere. I do think that they're going to kind of scramble around and figure out who's the new godfather, because he's definitely the godfather of that sector. But I don't know if I feel bad per se. Like, I feel bad for his daughter, of course, because he does have a daughter. But he wasn't paying child support anyway, and there's a whole lot of bullshit that was going on with him. So maybe he will be more valuable to her in death. I don't know. I'm not saying that I wish that on her, but it is what it is. And then I can't say, because like I said, women are humans too. And we're going to react to situations, based off of what we've experienced or based off of what we feel. A lot of men may not have been affected by Kevin's words as women have. I can also say that it wasn't just Kevin, okay? Because Kevin would say things and he would spark incel type, these manosphere, angry incel men, and would spark them, and they would turn around and do some of the ish that they do, such as Jay Black, for instance, who was an avid Kevin Samuels follower. Okay. And then there's other ones who have been violent towards Black women because of the rhetoric of some of these YouTubers. And no, I am not going to pretend that that's not true. We all know it's true. It is just what it is. So is it karma? I don't know. I know I was going to pull cards on it tonight. Shout out to where I'm going, people who I'm going to travel with tonight. I was going to pull some cards tonight on it, but I don't need to now. I can pull cards to see exactly what happened. I can also pull cards on, some of the surrounding situations around it. But I don't feel like I need to. I think over time, this all will come out, and over time, things will become more clear. And then maybe I'll pull some cards for clarity. But in the meantime, I think that, I think this is kind of on the fence. I really think that Black women are going to celebrate this situation based off of their experiences with Kevin and based off of some of the long-term effects that the words that Kevin has spoken and the things that Kevin has said has really affected society. He has. Let's just keep it real. Whether you're controversial or not, whether he's controversial or not, he truly has affected our Black community, the Black community. He definitely has. And we're not going to say he didn't. Whether it was positive or not, I don't know. Like I said, I do think that there was some things that Kevin said that I did agree with, especially when it comes to like our health and exercising and stuff. Could delivery have been better? Yeah, I think it could have been a lot better. But it was what it was. And again, like I said, a lot of things that are done, especially on social media and you're monetized, is for shock value, and it worked every time for him. And he taught others to do the same, and they were doing it and it worked for them. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little on the fence about whether or not women should be celebrating. Like, I don't really think women should celebrate per se, but I definitely think that, Kevin was a person who was so controversial to Black women, so controversial to the mothers of the earth. And you must take care of the mothers of the earth. You must protect the mothers of the earth. And in not doing so, I don't know if that's a bit of karma. And I'll be honest. Like I said, I think that had his delivery been a little bit better, it may have changed the way other people who are incels and who really have a problem, other people, it may have changed the way that they respond to people. And like, you got to watch what you're saying out here, especially as a leader, as a person who is looked up to. You got to watch how you're carrying yourself and what you're saying out here, because what you say may affect somebody else. And it's only because of how somebody else may react to you because of what you said. And that's a real thing. That's a real thing. And I think it's worth thinking about. And, I think it's worth talking about too. Samba Queen, I appreciate the super chat this morning. Thank you for coming in. You said, I just want to thank you for being you. Love your channel, girl. Oh, thank you so much, Samba Queen. I truly appreciate you as always. And as you always come in and support me, I truly thank you for that. And also for the super chat. Good Grand Rising, Clark. I appreciate you coming in. You said great morning to you, T. And Carla Martin, Grand Rising to you. You said Grand Rising, T. Pre and Clark. Fantastic Friday to us. Yes, y'all. I am traveling tonight. The new project begins effective today. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So I'm going to be at my destination tonight, and I may go live, but I'll let you guys know. Okay. You said can't celebrate. Yeah, I'm not celebrating it myself. You said, hey, Carla Martin, you said, I've listened to a few bloggers and one person kept saying, where there is smoke, there is fire. She works in a hospital and believes there is a lot not being shared. You know what? I've listened to a few bloggers too. You and I, Clark, yesterday, were going back and forth with Nosy Hose. Shout out to her and a few other bloggers. And yeah, there's a lot of information that is not being put out. There's a lot of clouds surrounding how he died, what the circumstances were, who was there, if it was a woman or a man, if it was a prostitute, if it was a person he was starting and sparking a relationship with. There's a lot of controversy. And a lot of people will say, well, whose business is it of ours? Well, I mean, Kevin was a public figure. He was a person who put everybody else on blast and talked about everybody else's sex life, talked about everybody else's relationships. He was a self-proclaimed relationship guru, a self-proclaimed image consultant. So for his image and his relationships to be on Front Street, it makes absolute sense to me, because this is the stuff that he sowed out into the world. This is what he put out. So, I'm expecting all of his tea to be spilled. And that's just how that goes. You said the biggest thing he didn't do was foster respect. And that is unfortunate. Apparently, he started his journey talking to Black men. Yeah. I agree with that. I think that he did not care about people's respect. And that goes a long way, as we can see in life. And I think he could have and should have done much better than he actually did. You said, and he capitalized on the negativity and disrespect towards Black women. He was just saying that Black single women will die alone. Yep. I was just saying that the night before, he was just saying that Black single, a couple weeks before that, he had just said that single Black women will die alone. And then he also said that if you're over 35 and you're still single or something like that, you're considered no good, or it was something to that level. And, like I said, I think he has said a lot of controversial things for shock value, just to be viral and for the money. but was it worth the expense of Black women? I don't know if it was worth that. I don't think it was worth that at all. And clearly he could see that now. It wasn't worth it, bro. Grand Rising, too big for skinny jeans. I appreciate you coming in. You said good morning, T. Pre and Clark. And you said good morning to Carla Martin. You said too big. Great morning to you. And you said good morning, everyone. Ready for work, getting ready for work. Hey, let me see your transcript. I appreciate you coming in. You said, I keep thinking this is all a joke. Although he was a controversial figure, I didn't want to see him this gone. Yeah, girl, he is gone. Okay, like, girl, I know. Like yesterday when I first heard the story and I broke the story to y'all, I was like, what? Like my adrenaline was going so much. Like I was like, there's no way this man is really dead. Like there's no way he's dead. And if he is dead, they are getting ready to drag this guy through these streets. Like they are about to drag him. And honey, sure enough, I mean, before it could even be confirmed that this man was dead, I mean, the people had spoken. I mean, it was, if he wasn't dead, I can just imagine, like, if he was not dead and him reading those comments yesterday, I can only imagine. Like, I know Kevin Samuels was the type that was pretty tough exterior, at least what he appeared to be. You know, he didn't particularly care about comments per se and stuff like that and what people said because he knew people were going to not like the things that he said. He just knew that. But I mean, imagine like you like actually faking your death or something, and then you turn around and you see like the masses of people from men to women just talking shit. Like it was so many bloggers that was dropping stories and dropping comments and all kinds of stuff. Like it was crazy. Even my comment section was going crazy. Like it was just wild, like the stuff that you heard people say. Twitter was on fire yesterday. I mean, I had heard comments from people gonna that he was found face down, ass up. It was so many different comments. It was crazy comments. Even I had a crazy comment of, you know, is this a high value death or a high value hoax? Like, I mean, I had all types of different stuff to say and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's pretty sad, you know, that he actually died. But yeah, I thought it was a joke for a while too. But it's not. It's not a joke. It's not a joke at all. This man has kicked the bucket, truly. You said it will all settle down. Yeah, it will. Eventually people will stop talking about it, you know. They're gonna use his content though for a long time. And it's crazy because he can't strike nobody no more. Like y'all know how Kevin Samuels used to strike everybody. If you tried to use any of his content for anything, he will put a copyright strike on you. That's over with. Everybody can now download his shit and use it, and it ain't shit anybody can say. You said Grand Rising to Clark. Let me see your transcript. Too big and Carla. You said hey Samba Queen. You said at Samba Queen. You said peace to our Friday at Samba. Yes. You said I agree 100. You said rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Hey Brian Johnson, I appreciate you coming in. You said good morning to Samba Queen. You said Kevin Samuels' delivery was pompous and disrespectful, so I only watched him once. Having said that, comfort and peace to his loved ones on his transition. Absolutely. You know, there's one person I want to mention. Shout out to Claudia, okay? Because as we know in this sector, Claudia has passed away. And Claudia actually became pretty famous in our sector for two things. One was the back and forth with Anti-Afro Svengali because she had talked about Lennon Honors Kids. And the other one was, or quote unquote, talked about Lennon Honors Kids. And the other one was that she had actually been and went on Kevin Samuels' show. And Kevin proceeded to tell her about her weight. He told her all about all kinds of other stuff, how she's not, you know, she expects too much. And it was all kinds of crazy stuff that Kevin had said to Claudia. So Yes, sir. You up there with her now. And yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But once I really realized that Kevin Samuels was dead, one of the first people I thought about was Claudia. So rest in peace to Claudia. I hope that her spirit is at rest. And yeah, girl, tell Kev, what's up, bro? Girl, tell that nigga what's up, bro. Girl, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So Clark, hey. You said tender mercy travels to you, Miss T Pre. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You said, Miss T Pre, I'm so happy for you. I love to see beautiful black women coming up. Get it, girl. Al, that's right. That's right. You said there seems to be an international news blackout. Yeah, yeah. You said Grand Rising, the too big. Peace, bro. You said died from energy drinks, Red Bulls, Monsters. I don't know. I ain't heard that, but that's a new one. But I ain't heard that one at all. You said, hey, Clark. You said, oh gosh, T, I was in the park when I saw your post. It was so crazy. Nosy Hose was on it. She is no joke. She was having a massive block party. She called the morgue. I remember yesterday. Listen, that's how I knew when she called the morgue and they put her on hold, right? It was Fulton County. They had put her on hold, and then she called back. No, she was on hold for a second. And then the lady got back on the phone and she was telling her stuff. Now, if Nosy hadn't said that she was a YouTube blogger and she was this and this and this, they probably would have gave her more information. But she was like, I'm this and I'm Nosy Ho, the internet blogger, this and this and this. And the lady was like, you can hear the nervousness in her voice. She was like, I cannot confirm or deny that anybody of that name is here. And she just left it at that. And then she said, another one. And she was like, well, just cough or something. She was like, I can't do that. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? So I knew at that point that, yeah, they had him. I knew they had him. And it was crazy. Yep. Thoughts and prayers. You said, I kept thinking about the lead attorney. That was his buddy. Him and a couple of other ones. The lead attorney had actually went and talked about it yesterday a little bit. He said that he was trying to call him and he couldn't get a hold of him. And so, yeah, that was pretty sad. Hey, Sky Mile, you said rest in peace to him. You said I really liked him a lot. Okay. And there were a lot of people that did, men and women. There were a lot of people that actually did like him. You said Samba Clean Girl. A lot of comments are around the horn. Mm-hmm. Hey, Soy Veritas, you said, wait, Claudia is dead? Yes, Claudia passed away in October of 2021. So yes, it was either September. I believe it was October because September is when Umar had the block party, and Claudia actually attended the block party, and she was a vendor at the block party, but she died soon after that. You say yes, Claudia passed. Okay, in October of 2021. Yeah, yep. You had no idea. Yeah, she passed away. You said Kevin's video is going to get triple the views now. Yep. Yeah. He's definitely going to get more views. People are going to be using those videos. And people are going to use the hell out of them. And there ain't shit he could do because he's dead. Okay. So, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, guys, I have got to get out of here because I've got to make sure that I am fully ready for this evening. I do have to work today also. So, because I'm always getting that bread. So I do still got to work today. But once I am done, I am going to start traveling. I'm so excited. The new project begins today. Yay, y'all. All right, y'all. So I will talk tomorrow. But today I'm traveling to go do it. All right, guys. So I will talk to you guys later. I probably will be live, in fact, later on tonight. It'll be pretty late night, or more than likely it'll be in the morning. But since it is Friday, I may, in fact, go live late night tonight, okay, with my one of my new partners. So I will talk to you guys soon. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for the safe travels and the congratulations. and I truly appreciate you guys. Keep abreast to me so you guys will know what's going on. Make sure that you hit the subscribe and the notifications, and so that you can know exactly what I'm doing and where I am at. I will talk to you guys later. Peace, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in.